This week on Untitled KKP show, should you buy a PlayStation 5, especially in this economy, in Southeast Asia? What are you, stupid? Okay, as you can tell from the intro, it's gonna be a bit of a PlayStation 5 update, or rather, the state of it in Southeast Asia. So, a while back, I think it was probably a month or so ago, PlayStation has announced that they're gonna have a price hike for all PlayStation 5 consoles and PlayStation Portal because of rising costs in making these machines, as well as the tariffs and everything that's been happening in the world. You should just pay attention to what's going on. RAM ain't cheap, by the way, that's for sure. And manufacturing costs and whatnot, they have to go up in price and everything. So this has to happen worldwide, not just in the US, not just in Europe and France and whatnot, different countries here and there, but also in Southeast Asia. So we just got an update from PlayStation Asia regarding the prices of all PlayStation 5 consoles. So let's just dive right into it. So I'm gonna open up the browser here. Here I just open up. I just got a bunch of stuff here being opened up right there. Should I actually put my face there? Yeah, there we go. Yes. So these are your price tags for the console. So we'll start with Malaysia. So PlayStation 5 standard costs 2,799. It's a 300 RM increase. PS5 digital edition is 2,499 RM, and PlayStation 5 Pro is basically 4K. It's RM 4K. A huge price jump, of course. I believe for every price hike is going to be like RM 400 or 300 to 400 of an increase per se. Now in Singapore, it's Singapore dollars 849 for the regular version. PS5 digital is 764, and PS5 Pro is 1,167. For Thailand, it is Thai Baht 20990. PS5 digital is Thai Baht 18,790. PS5 Pro is Thai Baht 30,990. So that's 30k 990 baht. That's 31k baht. Now over in the Indonesia side, we have PlayStation 5 standard, Indonesian rupee 11,399,000. And for PlayStation 5 digital, we've got 9,999,000. I think that is 9 million Indonesian rupees. There is no PlayStation 5 Pro being sold in Indonesia. I find that highly ironic considering there's a head in PlayStation Asia who is Indonesian, but whatever. PlayStation 5 stand in the Philippines, PS5 standard is pesos. In pesos is 40k, 40,032 pesos, and in Vietnam it is 16,900,000. Is that even correct? I guess it's 60 million dong. Yeah, so it's Vietnamese dong 16,900, and then the extra 3 zeros at the end. Alright, let's take a look at what else. So, which brings me to a post we did recently about what you should buy in 2026. So, yeah, it is actually a no-brainer, especially if you cannot secure a console between now until May the 1st. So, yeah, the price hike's actually happening on May the 1st onward. So, there's extra price tax, extra additional price hike for PlayStation 5. So we decided to do this post. So PlayStation 5, your exclusives for 2026 include Saros, Marvel's Wolverine. What came out this year? That was another game that came out this year. Ghost of Yote was last year though. I guess you got the Ghost of Yote, the DLC that came out. I guess you're getting that. And then on the Nintendo Switch 2 side, we've got Pokemon Pokopia, Rhythm Heaven Groove. We've got Splatoon Raiders, just announced the release date and everything. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, that's coming out this year. And we've got an alleged Star Fox game, which might be out by the time they have a Nintendo Direct, which is happening either May, June, or July. Maybe Nintendo might actually screw over the Game Awards and the Summer Games Fest. I don't know, because, again, Nintendo beats to the rhythm of their own drum. As for Xbox, all their games are coming out for PlayStation, and PC. So I don't know if you can call these exclusives. I mean, they have Forza Horizon 6, they got Fable, they've got that upcoming action game from Game Freak, and a couple of other titles too. Gears of War Emergence Day, I believe that's coming out this year, maybe. Also coming out for PS5 and PC, so it's really hard to call those exclusives. And of course, you gotta remember the price tags of each console if you're buying it like literally right now as we speak, or maybe later on after May the 5th. So PS5 costs, your regular PS5 costs 2,799 RM after May 1st, whereas Nintendo Switch 2 will cost you RM 2,288. So which one has a better value, especially if you're looking at just purely exclusives? I don't think you need to be a rocket scientist to figure this shit out, right? And how has it come to this? Because it's so strange. Like, I remember when the PS3 and PS4 came out, they had like, I'm not saying it's like insane amount of PS2 exclusives back then. Like, it's not gonna compare to the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 days. But at the very least, PlayStation 3 had like what, 10? 12 exclusives for an entire year, and then PS4 had like maybe half of that or maybe more than that around that particular year when it launched. So to see this happening to PlayStation 5 right now, it's especially with, I don't know, the upcoming Fair games, which I heard that it's not doing so well in internal playtesting. Is that really an exclusive you're looking forward to, especially if it's a live service game that could be cancelled within 2 weeks? Hello, Concord? I don't know, man. It's crazy. I mean, it's really, really hard to be supporting PlayStation at this point in time. Like, unless you're really knee-deep in the Kool-Aid, or if you really, really, really treasure that exclusive early access review copies for your games so much, if that's worth sacrificing your integrity over, then it's really hard to justify paying that much for a PlayStation 5. It's really hard to defend it right now, or maybe even the year prior, arguably. I mean, think about it this way. Probably the biggest person who has supported PlayStation from day one, Shuhei Yoshida, apparently he was fired from the company, wasn't let go. He was given an ultimatum and he was let go, fired by Jim Ryan. That just goes to show how leadership has gone under PlayStation and Sony Interactive Entertainment. That just goes to show like how if they care that much about the person who cares about the company, they will not care that much about the people who are buying the consoles. So yeah, all I'm saying is vote with your wallet. I mean, these are two corporations, but at the same time, in the business sense of things, wouldn't you want to buy the new console that actually has more value add to it? And don't get me started, GTA 6, yes, that's coming out in November, and you have to buy a console to play that. So wouldn't you rather buy the cheaper console, the Xbox Series, to, contend against the PS5? Again, it's really up to you. Or whether, again, I guess the bottom line is if you really, really care that much about GTA 6, which I predict is going to be the same shit that you played in Part 5, except new characters, better shiny looking graphics, shittier controls most likely, yeah, go ahead, by all means, buy a PS5 or an Xbox Series. If you want like more exclusives, I think the Nintendo Switch 2 seems to be the more respectable money-saving choice. If you want to play more games, more cheaper games that don't cost like RM 200, RM 300, buy a PC. It's actually cheaper in the long run, honestly. Do you really care that much about GTA Grand Theft Auto 6? Again, the choice is really up to you. I'm just presenting options right there. You're a smart person. I mean, anyone watching this video, or anyone who wants to save money, who can actually prolong your biasness towards a particular company, especially one that you've been indoctrinated with since like the PlayStation 1 days, I think you can make the smarter choice at this point in time. So vote with your wallet, is all I'm saying, right? And that's it for our current show. Alright, thanks again for supporting us. Thanks again for subscribing to us. We're up at 160,000 subscribers. Thanks again. We appreciate the support. If you want to check us out, do check out our content, like and subscribe to us. Hit the notification icon. We post new content every week. Check out our website. We got reviews oncoming as usual. Coming up soon, we got a bunch of freelance content too coming up. So thanks again to our freelancers who are dedicating their lives and dedicating their time to helping us grow. And you want to support us further? Well, keep updated on our social media and whatnot. So yeah, thanks again for supporting us. See you then. Bye bye.